Are you tired of waiting for your wealth to manifest? Have you ever felt as though you're asking the universe for what you deserve, but the answer is always delayed? What if I told you that the key to unlocking $700 million immediately does not lie in waiting, but in commanding your rightful abundance? This speech will reveal the hidden power within your words and thoughts, a force that has the potential to reshape your financial reality. Nandabo. Stay with me, for in these next moments, you will learn how to speak with such power that the universe must respond instantly. The truth is that you are destined for extraordinary wealth, and it's time for you to claim it. Keep listening. You won't want to miss the moment when you realize how to command your fortune. We are not beggars in this world. We are creators. The universe is not a distant, unattainable force. It is a loving, abundant entity that responds to the energy you put forth. When you ask, you are signaling a lack. But when you command, you stand in your power. The words you speak are like seeds. They are not wishes, but declarations that shape your reality. The universe responds to confidence, not uncertainty. When you speak with authority, the universe must yield. The idea that we must ask for what we want is deeply ingrained in our culture. We've been taught from an early age that we should approach life humbly and ask for help when we need it. While humility has its place, it is not the mindset that aligns with abundance. The concept of asking puts us in a position of subservience, as though we are begging for something that we feel we do not deserve. But this is not the truth. We were all born with an inherent connection to the universe, a connection that is bound by divine law. The universe is always willing to provide, but it does not respond to weakness or uncertainty. It responds to strength, to conviction, to power. When you ask, you are positioning yourself as someone in need, as someone who lacks what is rightfully theirs. But when you command, you are acknowledging your divine right to prosperity, to wealth, to abundance. You are recognizing that the universe is not here to withhold anything from you, but rather to give freely to those who know they deserve it. Commanding the universe is an act of empowerment. It is an acknowledgement of the strength that resides within you and a recognition of the divine law that governs the universe. The universe operates on a principle of abundance. There is no lack. When you align your words, thoughts, and actions with this principle, you are tapping into the very force that created everything in existence. You are no longer a passive recipient of whatever the universe chooses to give you. Instead, you become an active participant in your own creation. The words you speak are like seeds, planted into the fertile soil of the universe. But these are not ordinary words. These are declarations, powerful affirmations of what you expect to receive. When you ask, you are planting a seed of doubt. You are expressing uncertainty about your ability to receive what you want. And so, that seed is not allowed to grow. It is choked by the weeds of your limiting beliefs. But when you command, you plant a seed of certainty. You speak as though what you desire is already on its way to you, and the universe, knowing no other way, must respond. The law of attraction is constantly at work in your life, whether you realize it or not. This law states that you attract what you are, what you believe, and what you focus on. It is not a law that is selective, it is a law that is in constant motion. When you command, you send out a vibration that matches your desire. The universe, being an infinite, responsive force, has no choice but to mirror that vibration back to you. If you focus on lack, you will receive more lack. If you focus on abundance, you will receive more abundance. It's that simple. But it's not enough to simply say the words. Your words must be backed by a deep, unshakable belief. The universe does not respond to casual requests. It responds to commands that are made with complete confidence and authority. This is why so many people fail to manifest their desires. They speak words of wanting or wishing, but they do not believe that they deserve what they are asking for. They are not aligned with their own desires. They are speaking from a place of fear or uncertainty, which only serves to reinforce their own doubts. In order to command the universe, you must first become certain of your worthiness. You must fully embrace the idea that you deserve everything you are asking for. You must believe that the universe is eager and ready to deliver what you seek. The universe is not a distant, impersonal force that is detached from your life. It is a reflection of you, a mirror that reflects your beliefs, your thoughts, and your feelings. When you look at your life and see lack, it is not the universe that is withholding. It is your own beliefs that are creating that lack. When you see abundance, it is not just luck or chance. It is a reflection of the abundant mindset you have cultivated. The universe simply cannot give you what you are not prepared to receive. If you do not believe you deserve wealth, the universe will never give it to you. If you do not believe you are worthy of love, the universe will not send you the people who will love you. But when you change your mindset, when you shift your beliefs to match the life you want, the universe must respond. You must begin to speak in the language of command. The words you speak should not be tentative or uncertain. They should be firm, clear, and definitive. When you declare that you are worthy of $700 million, you are not asking for permission. You are asserting your divine right to receive it. Commanding the universe is not an act of arrogance, it is an act of alignment. It is a recognition of your inherent worth and a willingness to stand in your power. When you command, you are not just speaking to the universe. You are speaking to yourself. You are reminding yourself of the power that resides within you, the power that is connected to the divine flow of abundance. This power is not something that is outside of you, it is something that flows through you. When you tap into this power, you can create the life you desire. The universe responds to confidence, not uncertainty. This is why it is so important to speak with authority. When you ask, you are signaling doubt. But when you command, you are signaling confidence. You are telling the universe, I know that what I desire is already mine. I do not need to ask for it. I simply need to claim it. The universe will always respond to certainty. It will always respond to the energy that aligns with what you desire. And when you command the universe, you are speaking from a place of deep knowing. You are speaking from a place of complete alignment with your desires. In this way, commanding the universe becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. As you speak your desires into existence, you are reinforcing your own belief in them. And as you believe more deeply in your ability to manifest, the universe has no choice but to match that belief with tangible results. The world you experience is a reflection of the world you believe in. When you believe in abundance, you will experience abundance. When you believe in lack, you will experience lack. But when you choose to command, when you choose to speak with authority, the universe will respond by bringing your desires into reality. The key is not to ask for what you want, but to declare it. When you do this, you are not just aligning with the universe. You are becoming the force that shapes your reality. In the end, the universe is not withholding anything from you. It is simply waiting for you to take control. It is waiting for you to recognize your own power and speak with authority. When you do, you will find that everything you desire is already on its way to you. You do not need to ask for it, you simply need to command it. Abundance is your birthright. From the moment you were conceived, you were destined for greatness. You did not come into this world to struggle or to live in lack. You came into this world to thrive, to live a life of unlimited potential and infinite opportunities. Whether you realize it or not, you are a part of a vast, ever-flowing stream of abundance that flows freely throughout the universe. This stream does not stop for anyone. It does not pause because of your doubts or limitations. It is continuous and available to anyone who is willing to align themselves with it. The universe is not something that is distant or separate from you. It is an energy field, a force that surrounds you, envelopes you, and is connected to you in every way. From the stars in the sky to the air you breathe, everything is part of this interconnected web of energy. This energy is abundant, and it is available to you. The challenge lies not in the universe's ability to provide, but in your ability to receive. So often, we limit ourselves by believing that abundance is something that must be earned or that it is only available to a select few. We often see wealth as something that is outside of our reach, something that is reserved for those who are somehow more deserving, more talented, or more fortunate. But this is a lie, and it is a lie that has kept so many people from living the abundant lives they were meant to live. You were born into this world with everything you need to create the life you desire. There is no shortage of opportunities, no scarcity of wealth, no lack of resources. The world is full of abundance, and it is waiting for you to step into it. But in order to step into that abundance, you must first recognize that it is your birthright. You were never meant to live in a state of lack or limitation. The abundance that you seek is already available to you. It is just waiting for you to claim it. The key to unlocking this abundance lies in your belief. You must believe that you deserve it, that you are worthy of receiving it. The universe is always giving, always flowing. But it cannot give you what you do not believe you deserve. If you believe that wealth is something that is unattainable, that it is only for other people, you will continue to see evidence of lack in your life. But if you shift your mindset and begin to believe that you are worthy of the wealth, the love, and the success that you desire, you will start to see a shift in your reality. You will start to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You will start to see abundance where you once saw scarcity. Abundance is not something that you need to chase. It is not something that you need to beg for. It is already yours, waiting for you to claim it. You must stop seeing yourself as separate from the flow of abundance and begin to recognize that you are a part of it. You are not outside of the stream of wealth. You are in the stream, and it is flowing toward you. All you need to do is align yourself with it, and it will come to you effortlessly. The universe does not measure your worth based on your past actions or your current circumstances. It measures your worth based on your belief in your own potential and your willingness to accept that abundance is your right. When you step into the belief that you are deserving of wealth and prosperity, the universe will rearrange itself to bring those things into your life. The energy of abundance is all around you. It is in the air, in the people you meet, in the opportunities that present themselves. But in order to tap into this energy, you must first change your mindset. You must shift from a mindset of lack to a mindset of abundance. This shift is not always easy, especially if you have spent years believing in scarcity or limitation. But it is a shift that is necessary if you want to unlock the wealth and prosperity that is rightfully yours. The universe will always give you what you focus on. If you focus on lack, you will receive more lack. If you focus on abundance, you will receive more abundance. This is the law of attraction in action. The law of attraction works by aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with the energy you wish to receive. When you focus on abundance, you begin to attract the people, circumstances, and opportunities that will bring that abundance into your life. To claim your abundance, you must first believe that it is already yours. You must stop waiting for something to happen or for the universe to provide. The universe is already providing for you, but you must recognize it. The wealth that you seek is already in your life, and it is just waiting for you to claim it. If you are constantly waiting for something external to change before you can experience abundance, you will be waiting forever. The only thing that needs to change is your belief. Once you change your belief about abundance, everything else will follow. The idea of abundance is not limited to money alone. It encompasses all areas of your life, your health, your relationships, your career, and your personal growth. Abundance is the flow of energy that supports you in all aspects of your life. When you begin to recognize that abundance is not just about wealth, but about the richness of every aspect of your existence, you will start to see improvements in every area of your life. You will start to see your relationships deepen, your health improve, your opportunities expand, and your financial situation change. Abundance is not something that you must chase. It is something that is already available to you. All you need to do is align yourself with it and claim it as your own. In the same way that a plant does not question its right to grow, you should not question your right to abundance. A plant knows that it has everything it needs to grow, and it does not resist the process. It simply allows itself to receive the nutrients, the sunlight, and the water it needs to thrive. You, too, must allow yourself to receive the abundance that is meant for you. Stop resisting, stop questioning, stop waiting. The universe is ready to give you everything you desire, but you must first recognize that it is already yours. The flow of abundance is already there, and it is yours for the taking. All you need to do is open yourself to it, and it will come to you. When you recognize that abundance is your birthright, you begin to live differently. You no longer see scarcity in your life, you see opportunities. You no longer feel like a victim of circumstances. You feel empowered to create the life you desire. The moment you begin to accept abundance as your right, the world will begin to shift. Opportunities will present themselves to you, people will come into your life who can help you, and resources will flow toward you. The universe is always working in your favor, but you must be willing to receive. The only thing holding you back from the life you desire is your belief. Change your belief and everything else will follow. Abundance is waiting for you to claim it. Step into your power and receive it. Wealth is a frequency. Just as a radio can tune into different channels, your mind can tune into the frequency of abundance. Think of your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions as the dial on that radio. If you are tuned to a frequency of lack, doubt, or fear, that is what you will attract into your life. But if you align yourself with the frequency of wealth, the frequency of abundance, you will begin to see your life change in ways you never thought possible. The world around you operates in frequencies, and everything in existence is vibrating at a certain frequency. This is the natural law of the universe. Everything has a vibration. The chair you're sitting in, the air you're breathing, the thoughts you're thinking, they all emit energy. The more you align your personal energy with the energy of what you want, the more likely you are to attract it. This is not just a spiritual or philosophical idea. This is the law of attraction in its most practical sense. If you look around you, you will see that everything in the material world has been created by someone who tuned into the frequency of their desire. The person who built your house, the designer who created your clothes, the entrepreneur who built their company, they all tapped into the same universal frequency of possibility and abundance. But in order to tune into that frequency, you must first be willing to believe that it exists for you. You must first embrace the idea that the universe is not an isolated, limiting force, but rather a boundless source of wealth, creativity, and opportunity. You were born into a universe that is abundant by design, and you have the capacity to connect with this abundant energy at any moment. When we talk about wealth, we often focus only on financial resources, but wealth is not limited to money alone. Wealth encompasses all aspects of life: your health, your relationships, your career, your emotional state, and your spiritual well-being. The frequency of wealth is one of holistic abundance. You are not only attracting money into your life when you tune into this frequency, but you are also attracting every good thing that you deserve. The people who have created extraordinary lives for themselves are those who have learned to attune themselves to the frequency of wealth. They've learned to focus their energy on abundance, and in doing so, they've allowed that abundance to multiply in their lives. They don't just receive a little bit of what they want. They receive everything they desire, and they live in a constant flow of prosperity. The key to tuning into the frequency of wealth is to align your inner world with your outer world. Everything starts with your thoughts. Your mind is the receiver that picks up the vibrations around you. If your thoughts are filled with fear, lack, or doubt, you are sending out those vibrations into the universe. Those vibrations are what the universe responds to, and it will mirror them back to you. This is why so many people struggle to manifest their desires. They focus on what they don't want rather than on what they do want. They focus on the lack in their lives instead of focusing on the abundance that is available to them. And as a result, they continue to attract more lack. But if you want to change your life, you must change your thoughts. Your thoughts are what set the tone for the energy that you emit. If you want to attract wealth, you must begin to think thoughts of abundance. you must begin to think thoughts that are aligned with what you want to receive. You must believe that you are worthy of receiving all that you desire. Wealth is not something that is reserved for a select few people. It is available to everyone, but not everyone is tuned into the frequency of wealth. The ones who are tuned in are the ones who attract it. The good news is that this frequency is not something that only a few people can access. It is available to everyone. In order to tune into the frequency of wealth, you must first believe that wealth is something that can flow into your life. Many people believe that wealth is something they have to chase, that it is something that requires years of hard work or special circumstances. But the truth is, wealth is a natural byproduct of alignment with the frequency of abundance. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with this frequency, wealth will begin to flow into your life effortlessly. You do not need to work harder or hustle longer, you need to tune in to the right frequency. The first step in tuning into the frequency of wealth is to recognize that wealth is already available to you. It is not something that you need to chase down or fight for. It is already in your life, waiting for you to align with it. The more you focus on abundance, the more you will see opportunities for wealth, success, and growth show up in your life. This is the power of the law of attraction. It is the process of focusing on what you want, rather than what you don't want. The universe always responds to your energy, so when you focus on wealth, you begin to attract it. You must also be willing to let go of limiting beliefs that tell you that you are not worthy of wealth, or that money is difficult to come by. These beliefs are what keep you from fully aligning with the frequency of abundance. They keep you stuck in a cycle of lack and limitation. But when you let go of these beliefs, you open yourself up to the full potential of the universe. You allow yourself to tap into the infinite flow of wealth that is available to you at all times. The second step in tuning into the frequency of wealth is to align your emotions with your desires. Your emotions are the driving force behind your energy. If you are constantly feeling stressed, anxious, or fearful about money, you are sending out vibrations of lack. But when you feel good about money, when you feel abundant and grateful for what you have, you are sending out positive vibrations that will attract more wealth into your life. You must align your emotions with the energy of abundance. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions you can use to shift your energy and align with the frequency of wealth. When you are grateful for the wealth you already have, you create a vibrational match to the wealth that is on its way. Finally, you must take inspired action that aligns with your desires. The universe will not bring you wealth if you are not willing to take the steps that are necessary to receive it. But inspired action is different from forced action. Inspired action is the action that you take when you are in alignment with your desires, when you feel guided to move in a certain direction. It is the action that flows naturally from a place of trust and certainty. When you take inspired action, you are signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive what you desire, and the universe will respond accordingly. When you tune into the frequency of wealth, you stop seeing life as a struggle. You stop seeing wealth as something that is difficult to obtain or out of your reach. Instead, you see it as your natural state of being. You begin to see opportunities, resources, and people showing up in your life in unexpected ways. Wealth is no longer a distant dream, it is your reality. As you continue to align with the frequency of abundance, your life will transform. You will attract everything you need to live a life of unlimited wealth and prosperity. The only thing standing between you and your desires is the frequency you are tuned into. When you change that frequency, everything changes. Words are not just tools for communication, they are the creative forces of the universe. Every word you speak carries divine energy. They are not merely sounds or syllables strung together to form sentences. They are energetic imprints that have the power to shape your reality. Your words, when spoken with intention and belief, have the ability to mold the world around you. The idea that words are powerful is not a new one. For centuries, spiritual traditions, from ancient cultures to modern metaphysical teachings, have emphasized the importance of speech, and the spoken word in manifesting desires. The Bible speaks of the power of the tongue, declaring that death and life are in the power of the tongue. In other words, the words you speak can either give life to your dreams or kill them before they have a chance to bloom. Your words are never neutral. They are always vibrating at a frequency, sending out signals to the universe, telling it what you want, what you believe, and what you are willing to receive. When you ask for something, you are often signaling a lack in your life. Please bring me wealth. Please send me success. Please heal me. These are words spoken from a place of need, a place of scarcity. They are words that indicate you don't yet have what you desire. The universe, in its abundant nature, does not respond to words of need. It responds to words of command. It responds to words of certainty. When you speak from a place of certainty, when you command what you desire, you are aligning yourself with the flow of the universe, tapping into its abundant power. Your words become a force of creation. The universe doesn't recognize the difference between the things you need and the things you deserve. It only responds to the energy you emit. So, when you speak in terms of what you need, you are signaling that you are lacking, and the universe can only match that frequency. But when you speak in terms of what you deserve, what you command, your words take on a different energy. Your words become declarations, not requests. A request is uncertain. It leaves room for doubt. But a declaration is absolute. It's a statement of fact of knowing. It's the difference between saying, "I want to be successful," and saying, "I am a successful person, and success flows to me effortlessly." The first statement puts you in a place of wanting, of desiring, while the second statement places you in a place of ownership, of power. When you speak with authority, you are asserting your divine right to the wealth, success, health, and love you desire. You are telling the universe, "I know this is mine and I am claiming it." When you command, you are not begging for what you want. You are declaring that it is already on its way to you. The spoken word is not only powerful, but it is also immediate. The moment you speak something out loud, you send out a signal that is picked up by the universe. This is why affirmations, when done with genuine belief and intention, are so powerful. When you say something like, "I am worthy of $700 million, you are not just repeating words. You are impressing your consciousness with the truth that you deserve that wealth. You are aligning yourself with the frequency of abundance, and the universe must respond. The law of attraction works through vibration. Every thought you have, every word you speak, sends out a vibration into the universe, and that vibration attracts similar vibrations back to you. The more powerful the vibration, the more quickly the universe will respond. When you speak from a place of power, certainty, and belief, your words carry a force that can manifest your desires faster than you might imagine. This is why it is so important to watch the words you speak. Negative words, words of self-doubt, words of limitation, all send out vibrations that keep you stuck in a state of lack. Words like, "I can't," "It's too hard," "I'll never be able to do it," are words that limit your potential. They signal that you do not believe in yourself or in your ability to manifest your desires. But when you speak words of power, words of abundance, words of success, you shift your energy to align with your highest potential. Instead of saying, "I can't," you should say, "I am capable of anything I set my mind to." Instead of saying, "It's too hard," you should say, "I am unstoppable, and I find ease in everything I do." These are words that empower you. These are words that align you with the frequency of success and abundance. It is also important to understand that your words have a ripple effect. They not only affect your own energy and reality, but they also affect the people and situations around you. When you speak words of encouragement, love, and positivity to others, you are not only raising their vibration but yours as well. The energy you put out into the world comes back to you in abundance. If you want to manifest wealth, success, and love in your life, you must also speak these things into existence for others. The more you speak life into the world, the more life you will receive. This is the law of circulation. What goes out must come back. So, when you speak words of power, not only are you creating a powerful reality for yourself, but you are also creating a powerful reality for others. And the more powerful realities you create, the more powerful your own reality becomes. There is another dimension to the power of words that must not be overlooked: the power of silence. While words are undeniably powerful, silence is equally potent. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to stop speaking and allow the universe to respond to your command. In moments of silence, you are allowing the energy of your words to settle and take root. You are trusting that what you have commanded is already on its way, and you are allowing the universe to do its work. Silence is a form of surrender. It is a way of releasing control and trusting that everything is unfolding perfectly. When you are silent, you are not worried, not anxious, not doubting. You are in a state of calm certainty, knowing that the universe is working on your behalf. It's also important to note that the universe does not recognize time in the way that we do. When you speak something into existence, it is already in motion, regardless of how long it takes to manifest in your physical reality. The universe operates on divine timing, which is always perfect. So, when you command something, you must trust that it will come to you at the right time. Don't worry about when it will happen. Just know that it will. Keep your focus on the belief that it is already yours, and continue to speak words of power and certainty into the universe. The moment you stop doubting and begin to believe that your command has been heard, you will begin to see the evidence of it in your life. Your words are the vehicle through which you communicate your desires to the universe. When you speak with intention, clarity, and confidence, you are sending a clear message that the universe can act upon. So, if you desire wealth, health, or any form of abundance, begin by commanding it into your life. Say it with confidence: I am worthy of all the wealth I desire, and I command the universe to deliver it to me now. When you speak these words, say them as if you have already received them. Speak them as if they are already your reality, because in the energetic world, they are. The universe is governed by the law of attraction, a principle that has been acknowledged by countless cultures, philosophies, and teachings throughout history. The law of attraction states that what you think, what you believe, and how you feel all align to attract similar energies into your life. It operates on a simple but profound premise like attracts like. Whatever vibration you emit, the universe matches and reflects it back to you. This is not a mystical or abstract concept. It is a fundamental law of nature that governs the flow of energy in the universe. It is as real and tangible as gravity. It is at work in your life right now, shaping every experience you encounter. If you are surrounded by challenges, struggle, and scarcity, it is a reflection of the energy you are putting out into the world. But if you are surrounded by abundance, joy, and opportunities, it is because you have aligned yourself with the right frequency. One of the most powerful aspects of the law of attraction is that it is not limited to one area of life. It does not just apply to your finances, your career, or your relationships. It applies to every single aspect of your life. Whether it's health, wealth, love, or personal growth, the law of attraction will bring you more of whatever you focus on and believe in. The beauty of this law is that you are not subject to the external circumstances around you. You are in complete control of your own reality. What you choose to focus on, believe, and expect will dictate the course of your life. The only question is whether you will focus on what you want or on what you don't want. The law of attraction does not make judgments or distinctions between good or bad, right or wrong. It simply reflects back to you the energy that you put out into the world. When you begin to understand the power of the law of attraction, you will realize that you are the creator of your own destiny. Every thought you think, every word you speak, and every emotion you feel sends out a signal into the universe. The universe then responds by attracting more of the same into your life. If you are thinking thoughts of abundance, success, and prosperity, the universe will reflect those thoughts back to you by bringing more abundance, success, and prosperity into your reality. If you are focused on fear, doubt, and scarcity, The universe will mirror those vibrations by bringing more of the same into your experience. This is why it is so important to be mindful of the thoughts and emotions you are cultivating on a daily basis. They are the seeds that will grow into your future experiences. However, understanding the law of attraction is only the first step. The second step is aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desires. It is not enough to simply think positive thoughts and expect the universe to deliver. You must also believe deeply that what you desire is already on its way to you. Belief is the key that unlocks the door to manifestation. When you believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that you deserve what you desire, you send out a vibration that is in perfect alignment with your goals. But if you have any lingering doubts or beliefs that you are not worthy, the universe will reflect those doubts back to you, and your desires will remain out of reach. Belief is not just a passive thought. It is a powerful energy that drives your actions and fuels your confidence. It is the foundation upon which the law of attraction operates. One of the most common misconceptions about the law of attraction is that it operates in a way that is separate from your actions. People often think that if they just think positively and visualize their dreams, the universe will magically bring them what they want. But the law of attraction is not just about thinking, it is also about doing. It requires action. But this is not about taking random or forced actions. It is about taking inspired action. Actions that are guided by the energy of your desires. When you are aligned with the frequency of abundance, success, or any other goal, you will naturally feel inspired to take the steps that are in harmony with that energy. You will feel motivated and empowered to move toward your goals with confidence. This is the key to manifesting your desires, taking inspired action from a place of alignment with your higher self and your desires. At the same time, it is important to recognize that the universe operates in its own timing. The law of attraction does not promise immediate results. Rather, it promises that when you align with the right frequency, your desires will come to you at the right time and in the right way. Trusting in divine timing is an essential part of the manifestation process. The universe knows what you need and when you need it. Sometimes, the manifestation of your desires takes longer than you expect, but that delay is not a sign that the law of attraction is not working. It is simply part of the process of aligning you with the perfect timing for your desires. When you trust that everything is unfolding in divine order, you release the resistance that blocks the flow of abundance. The more you resist, the longer it will take for your desires to manifest. But when you trust and allow, the universe can bring you everything you desire without delay. The law of attraction also works on a collective level. It is not just the individual who attracts abundance, but entire groups of people, communities, and societies. When a group of people, or even the collective consciousness of the world, is aligned with a particular frequency, that energy amplifies and attracts even greater manifestations. This is why movements, causes, and collective efforts often succeed when they are in alignment with a higher purpose. When a group of people is focused on a shared vision and aligned with the energy of that vision, they become a powerful force that can move mountains. In this way, the law of attraction teaches us not only how to create our own individual reality, but also how to contribute to the creation of a collective reality. The more people who are aligned with the energy of abundance, love, and peace, the more those energies will be reflected in the world. By focusing on positivity and the well-being of others, we help to elevate the collective vibration, creating a ripple effect that can change the world. The law of attraction is a powerful tool not just for personal gain, but for the collective good. Finally, the law of attraction requires that you focus on the present moment. Too often, people are either focused on the past or anxiously awaiting the future. This creates a disconnect between where they are now and where they want to be. The key to manifesting your desires is to fully embrace the present moment and recognize that everything you need is already within you. When you are present, you are aligned with your true self, and when you are aligned with your true self, the universe can bring you everything you need. Being present also means letting go of any attachments to the outcome. It means trusting that the universe knows what is best for you, and that you do not need to control how or when your desires will manifest. The more you can let go of the need for control and surrender to the process, the faster your desires will come into your reality. The law of attraction is not just a tool for attracting material wealth or success. It is a tool for transforming your life into a reflection of your highest self. By aligning your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and actions with the energy of abundance, love, and success, you open the door to infinite possibilities. The universe is always ready to respond, but you must first align with the energy of your desires. When you do, your life will transform in ways you never thought possible. Commanding wealth is not about impatience or desperation. It is about trusting that the universe operates in perfect harmony with your desires. The moment you make the command, the process has already begun. The universe is not something external that you must beg or plead with. It is a force that responds to your energy, your vibration, your belief in abundance. When you command something into existence, you are aligning yourself with the natural flow of the universe, which is always abundant, always willing to provide for you. Your desires are not separate from you, they are part of you, a reflection of your own innate potential. As soon as you decide what you want, and as soon as you command it with belief and confidence, the universe begins to move in your favor. The key here is to stop doubting the process and start trusting it completely. Too often, people want immediate results and become frustrated when things do not manifest as quickly as they hoped. But the universe works on its own time. It works on divine timing, which is always perfect. When you ask for something, the energy is already in motion. But, as with everything, there are layers of alignment that need to happen in order for the manifestation to be fully realized. This doesn't mean that you are being denied your request. It simply means that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring your desires into physical reality. You cannot force the outcome. You can only align yourself with the energy of what you desire and trust that the universe will bring it to you at the right time. Belief is at the core of this process. If you do not fully believe that what you want is already yours, if you continue to hold on to thoughts of doubt or lack, you are blocking the flow of energy. It is not enough to simply say the words, you must believe them with every fiber of your being. When you say, I am worthy of $700 million, it is not just about repeating a phrase. It is about owning that statement with your heart and soul. You must know that the universe is not withholding from you, that abundance is already available to you, and that your desire is already on its way. This belief is the fuel that propels your desires into reality. Without belief, the law of attraction cannot fully function because it is belief that acts as the foundation for the energy you emit. Your thoughts and words are the seeds, but it is your belief that nourishes them, causing them to grow. It is important to understand that when you are commanding something, you are not forcing it into existence. You are aligning yourself with the flow of abundance that is already present in the universe. The universe is not something outside of you that you need to persuade or beg to bring you what you want. It is a reflection of the energy you are emitting. It is a force that is always available to you, always waiting for you to tap into it. When you command, you are not controlling the universe. You are simply aligning with it. You are putting your energy into alignment with the abundant forces of the universe, and by doing so, you are allowing your desires to come to fruition. Commanding wealth requires trust in the process. Trust that the universe knows what you need, when you need it, and how it will be delivered. Trust that the timing will be perfect, even if it doesn't unfold in the exact way you envision. You must learn to trust that everything is unfolding in your favor, even if it doesn't seem that way in the moment. The key to manifesting your desires is surrender, surrendering the need to control how or when they will come to you. When you stop trying to force things to happen, you make space for the universe to bring your desires to you in the most perfect way possible. Trust that what you are asking for is already on its way. and that the universe will deliver it when the timing is right. Commanding wealth also requires patience. But this patience is not about sitting idly by and waiting for things to happen. It is about maintaining your belief and trust in the process while taking inspired action. When you are in alignment with your desires, you will feel inspired to take the steps that will bring you closer to your goal. These steps will feel effortless, as if you are being guided by a higher force. When you trust in the process and believe in your own worth, the universe will send you the people, opportunities, and resources you need to achieve your desires. But you must be willing to take action when the opportunity presents itself. The process of commanding wealth is not about forcing or striving. It is about becoming aligned with the energy of abundance and allowing that energy to flow freely into your life. When you trust in the flow of the universe, when you believe that everything you desire is already yours, you stop feeling desperate. Desperation comes from a lack of belief, a lack of trust, and a lack of understanding of how the universe works. When you stop desperately searching for wealth and instead command it, you shift your energy into one of confidence and power. It's also important to recognize that when you command wealth, you are not just commanding money. You are commanding everything that comes with wealth: freedom, joy, opportunities, peace of mind, and a sense of security. True wealth is not just about money. It is about creating a life that is abundant in every sense of the word. Wealth includes health, relationships, fulfillment, and the ability to live the life of your dreams. When you command wealth, you are commanding a life of ease and abundance in all areas, not just in your bank account. Another aspect of commanding wealth is to detach from the idea of how it will come. Too often, people get caught up in the details of how their desires will manifest. They create a plan or a timeline for when things should happen, and they get frustrated when things don't unfold as they expected. The universe does not operate on your timeline, and it does not need your plan. When you command wealth, let go of the need to control how it will arrive. Instead, focus on the feeling of already having it. How does it feel to be wealthy? How does it feel to have $700 million? When you embody the feeling of wealth, you align with that energy and allow it to flow to you. The universe will bring you your desires in the most unexpected and miraculous ways, but you must be open to receiving them, regardless of how they come. Commanding wealth is a practice of faith and alignment. It is about knowing, without a doubt, that you are deserving of everything you desire. It is about standing in your power and declaring that the universe is working for you, not against you. When you command wealth, you are not just waiting for things to happen. You are creating them with your words, your belief, and your energy. You are claiming your divine right to abundance, and the universe must respond. The more you practice commanding your desires, the more they will show up in your life. And when you trust in the process, believe in your worth, and align your energy with abundance, you will witness the incredible power of the universe working to bring you everything you've asked for. The universe is listening. It has always been listening. Now it's time for you to stop asking and start commanding. Remember, you are the master of your reality. Speak with authority, believe with certainty, and trust in the divine flow of prosperity. The $700 million is not a distant dream. It is your birthright, ready to manifest immediately. So, take command today, speak it into existence. The universe has no choice but to respond.